Oh, I like your background.
I hope you would. How are you?
Good. Is it Je-Ree?
Yes, you got it
Nice.
right.
Hey, Je-Ree.
Hi, so nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I know.
I saw you on the Twitter.
Oh, have you?
I reposted you saying, "What are your questions?" Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot. Okay. So like I've been watching the show since the beginning, but I cannot watch it like at nighttime because
Right. I get it. Yeah.
so my first question is kind of funny. Has anything like spooky ever happened on the set?
Um, well, I mean, the thing is when you're making a show that is spooky,
Mhm.
or from my experience, we are very goofy on set. Like we are sort of the opposite of spooky.
Yeah.
Only thing that I will say is that my culture really likes scaring me. So, and he stopped because it got too much, but he would like hide in places and jump out
Yeah.
and actually terrify me. And to the point where if I'd go to the bathroom, I'd be like, oh my God, is he gonna be there and jump out? And I would go to the bathroom like always like just nervous.
Yeah.
Um, and he did stop this season. He stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was kind of kind. So, but outside from that, no, nothing really like spooky.
Mhm.
Um, more like goofy
Mhm.
and a lot of banter,
Yeah.
which keeps us alive and happy and makes it fun to make the show. The one thing that was weird is that the first time that I met George in the pilot and he had to like cut my fingers, I had no idea who was in the suit. I had not seen this person,
Yeah.
Marty Matulis, who's a great actor, but I didn't I only met him like after he'd spent 2 days on top of me. So,
Funny.
yeah.
So unfortunately, this is the last season, and I do air quotes because it's
I like your air quotes.
yeah, because it's
I
getting like
like them.
some life on Netflix.
Yeah.
Heard anything about maybe coming back on Netflix?
Well, we're kind of thinking that because we're sort of such a hit
Hmm.
and we've been in the top 5 of most streamed shows, and we're on Netflix, we're on Paramount Plus, and we're on Amazon. And if you combine those numbers, apparently like we're the second most streamed original series.
Oh,
And I'm hoping that that just means something to, the financial people making decisions, because I think what it shows people is that we're profitable and that there's huge fan engagement. Thank you for that. And people really love it. And now that they've found it, they want to see more. So we're kind of hopeful. We all would like to do more. Nobody's tired of it. Everyone feels as excited as on the first day. And Robert and Michelle King have said that they have many more ideas for the show. So if it is the end, we will have a good ending,
yes.
but it's also open enough, and they did that deliberately, that we could very well continue. So
Yes. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
thank you.
So I love Kristen. She's a mama bear, and she cares about her kids a lot. I'm a mom. I don't have a lot of girls, just one.
Just
But
one.
she's married. She's a wife. But she's had some. She cares about her family. She loves her husband. But I kind of want her to cheat.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Do you think it's love with David, or are they just like in
I
love?
think so. Well, I don't know, like, no, I think they know each other very well. And I do think it's love. I don't think it's just lust. If you know somebody so well, and if I've shared my darkest secret with him, which is that I killed someone,
Yeah.
and he was able to, he saw me at my absolute worst and embraced it and still loved me, and that went into a kiss. And so I think it truly, they are kind of soulmates, or there's something very special between them.
Yeah.
But they can't go there because he's with God. And I don't think I think I think Kristen wouldn't have that much of a problem with cheating. We've seen her do that before. And I also think that um her, like, the extreme situations that she has been in have sort of shifted her moral compass. Like
Yeah.
she killed a person. So what's sleeping with another man if you know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Exactly. Do you have a preference of who she ends up with?
Um, I really like as an actor, I like this will they, won't they
Hmm.
situation. I think what I also like is that they have made Andy and me a he's such a flawed, absent sort of deadbeat dad. And now he's in this asylum. But there's also something that is beautiful between them. And I think it's because they've been together, say 20 years or whatever. That's a bond that'll stay there. And we've also seen them have some pretty crazy sexual stuff with
Yeah.
each other. So apparently that's all still happening as well. So
Ooh,
I like that they haven't made him and her just it's not just a dead marriage. These
right.
people give each other a lot of freedom. She's kind of been a single parent for a long time. I also think if somebody's away for 6 months out of the year, I think Kristen deserves an extra. She needs another husband or another
Yeah.
boyfriend. All right.
Me
That's
too.
not
How
that's not
was
gonna
it?
so I do like that idea, but I also like how the Kings have made us sort of have our cake and eat it too, where they introduced Demon Kristen and the idea of them sleeping together, but it not being the case. And I
Mhm.
think we'll continue to play around with that. And if we do get more seasons, yeah, I wonder what their plan for it is. But I do know that the chemistry and the love and also the lust, whatever, that is all still very present and it'll stay there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. At least I got it with Demon Kristen. I was like, okay, I'll take it if that's all I get.
You're funny. Yeah, no, yeah, I like people rooting for it.
Yeah, I'm rooting hard for it. She's Kristen's had a journey. This baby is born, this Antichrist. How would you describe her journey this season?
Well, I think she has two choices. Like when she finds out that she's having a baby with Leland, or
Yeah,
her material, her DNA is used to make this baby in another woman's body.
yeah,
She either can go completely insane or laugh it off. And that also has a hint of insanity in there, probably her laughing it off.
yeah,
And also a bit of tactic because she knows how to get to Leland, and it is by that sort of patronizing way that she has with him. He
yeah.
can't stand it. Um, but so I think her choosing to just go on with life. And there are people, who donate eggs,
Hmm.
move away from that. And okay, this happened. And I guess it's a child of rape of sorts, right?
Right.
Children of that happens in life. Those children can end up great people. I don't think it's the Antichrist. I also think that Kristen is going to have a hard time to stay away from this baby because
Yeah.
she's mama bear. And, she wouldn't be somebody who just lets that be.
Mhm.
So, but she also knows she wants to stay away from Leland, and he's using this baby to get a hold on her. And so, yeah, it's a confusing situation.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, another confusing situation is her relationship with her mom, Cheryl, who's driving
Yeah.
me crazy. I'm like, oh my God, is she doing this to help? Or, is she like playing this long game? Or is she like cuckoo nuts and deep into this devil stuff?
Yeah, no, she's the absolute worst. I can't think of anything worse. I actually can't think of anything worse where you help a rapist take your daughter's genetic material.
Ugh,
It's just it's the end. And even and I don't know this until the end of season 3 that she did that. And Kristen gets very calm and she says, I never want to see you anymore. It's
yeah.
done. And I find that extremely understandable.
Yeah, I do too. Well, this
Yeah.
episode today that dropped, she dropped And then she goes and tells the girls about the baby and brings the baby to the house. I'm sure you probably can't tell us how Chris is going to react, but I mean, like, it's like one bad decision after.
No, I mean, this woman does not stop. Yeah, we haven't seen the last of that.
Yeah.
I mean, and she also makes it like a little secret between her and my girls, which will create a bit of a divide between me and my girls because now they know they have a little brother. Of course, they want to see their little brother.
Yeah.
It's a really, really dark, horrible move. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, why do you think Kristen doesn't want her daughter to be a nun? I'm kind of loving the little secret meetups
It's
between
cute, right?
yeah, it's
Oh,
kind of
and
cute.
it's super cute. Well, I think, do you remember that episode, the silent episode where I saw that nun,
Mhm.
Anna, who was so sort of full of life, but was in this institution
Yes.
where she
Mhm.
had to sit separate from the men and she had to do all the cleaning
Yes.
and I think we've touched on that a bunch of times where, the Catholic Church is a very patriarchal system where women are just not equal. And
Right.
I think my daughter has such life and light and I want the best for her and I'm worried that she'll have her spirit crushed in this system.
Yeah. I think she'll come out as a demon slayer though. If she goes down that path. I think but you as her mom. It'll work out.
I
Um,
do think that Kristen is like more worried about her becoming a nun than like sleeping with
yeah,
a boyfriend or something.
yeah,
We need to talk about birth control, but you're not becoming a
yeah,
mom.
yeah. Like she's like, you can stay out with your boyfriend, but
That's right. Yeah.
oh, like, I love Kristen so much. Um, so you've gone through so many different storylines, with
Yeah.
the murder and the demons and everything. What's been your favorite?
Um, well, the whole arc of season two was very special for me because we didn't know at the end of season one if we were going to play that I did or did not kill someone.
Hmm.
Things didn't decide yet, and they said, let's keep it open and let's see. They were worried that Kristen would lose sympathy if she would be a killer, but
Hmm.
then they decided, let's make her a killer. And I love that she did not lose any sympathy. Like I sometimes read some stuff of the fans like just saying like she can do no harm. And I agree. Like that was a good decision to kill
Yeah,
this. It was him dead or her children dead, and nobody else going to do anything. Um, and so that whole season for me as an actor was a very interesting season because I got to, you know, think that I was losing my mind. I got to uh get to this extreme place of guilt, of wanting to kill again, of bringing that to David.
yeah.
That scene was a very difficult scene to get right,
Hmm.
but when I read it, I was like, it's also sort of an actor's dream. Like, how do you go from
Yeah.
that to intimate physical intimacy, and how do you make that believable? And so I've just been extremely lucky on this show. Like I can't, just the writing has been so incredible. And also I feel that Kristen just, she changes so much. She's been different people and it all sort of fits in one person. It's not a thing where I feel like, oh, I've been doing this for 4 seasons now and I kind of just have to do this one thing, which is sometimes how TV works, but I feel like all of us get to change
Yeah,
and
that's
yeah.
cool. But how do you, when you go home, because you deal with such difficult material, how do you just like let that go?
Well, we have a lot of banter on set.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, how do I that? I always thought that I was just somebody, but I might be a little bit of a method actor in the sense that I do really experience it in the
Hmm.
moment, but then I have experienced it and then it's sort of gone. But you do put your body and your mind through some interesting exercises that if there's a lot of grief and a lot of pain, I don't think your brain can truly differentiate between, oh, this is fake or
Hmm.
oh, this is real. And if you want to do a good job as an actor, you kind of have to make yourself believe that it's real to get to any interesting real place that people will want to watch. So in the moment that can be yeah, a lot. And but then when it's done, it's done.
Yeah, cool. How's it been seeing the girls, young actresses that you work with grow up over these 4 seasons?
I mean, a
That
joy.
must be so cool. Yeah.
I'm not their mom. I wish I was. I'm not their real mom, but I feel like a good sort of substitute mommy.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of them. And it's just been very special to get to spend that time together and to be there for such formative years of their lives. And I love them. I truly do.
Love them too.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, would you shut up so she could talk? But no, I do, I
Yeah.
do love them. I
Well,
love
the other thing that I like is that nobody is able to understand the girls when they all speak
yeah.
together, but Kristen totally is. She can somehow hear like all four
Yeah.
and just decipher what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. They're amazing. Okay, so my last question for you.
Yeah.
Are you the type of person that goes to check out the scary noise, or are you like me and you're like, no, thanks. I'm out of here.
I'm well, it depends. Am I home alone? If
Yeah.
I got somebody, if I got somebody, I'm like, can you go check that out?
Yeah.
If I'm alone, I'll probably have to confront it. I'll probably
Yeah.
have to see.
I'm out of there. I'm running.
Just go.
Noise, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, that might be more smart.
yeah.
I'm a little bit of a person where if I see something and I find it like unjust, I'll just be like, and I had to teach myself not to do that anymore because I come from the Netherlands and people don't have guns in the Netherlands.
Mm,
So if you see some stuff on the street and it's not right, you can go up to people and go like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And not be worried that somebody might pull a gun. And then I thought, oh no, wait a second. I'm actually in America.
yeah.
Maybe when people are having a huge fight, maybe it's not my business. Maybe I don't have to. Maybe I'll just
Yeah. Call someone.
call someone.
Yeah, call
Maybe
someone.
I don't need to interfere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to talk to me.
Of course. Thank you, Je-Ree. I really appreciate it.